The purpose was for equality amongst all. So it started back in, as he said, back in the 60s. We were fighting to be equal with our white brothers and white sisters. And so we started, there was a push to make schooling the same for both white and black. And so we were able to get that accomplished.
The historical misconceptions about racial integration are profound. From its inception,
54 was the year that integration became the law of the land. Is that right?
I'm Deborah White.
And I'm Gary St. Clair, and we have been working the past 2 years to bring you the very first documentary film that reveals the truth behind the construction of racial integration and how it shapes our everyday thinking.
History is a part of our cultural bloodstream and the secret to who we are. That is why the Voice of History compels us to revisit this milestone.
You come to any city in America, you want to see a really segregated school, just to ask for one that's named for Martin Luther King or Rosa Parks. Typically, those are always the most segregated, poorly funded, physically decrepit, most discouraging schools with lowest test scores.
Many are asking if it's fulfilled its obligation to fully integrate African Americans in its American politics, its history, economics, its education, and especially the law.
Some of my older siblings were actually, when they grew up, they were in the same classrooms together. The books that they had were used books, they were older books. So they wanted to be integrated because they wanted the same opportunity, they wanted the same resources that their white counterparts had.
A. Philip Randolph was pressured because black people were not getting jobs. And A. Philip Randolph was pressured, threatening a march on Washington to Roosevelt. And Roosevelt, in Executive Order 8802, issued by President Roosevelt. Because of pressures, he was pressured by A. Philip Randolph, who was clamoring for integrating job opportunities.
we live our lives based on these misconceptions, and they are active in our everyday routine and lurk within our education system.
Recent aggression against African American males has brought racial integration into question.
I want my cousin's death avenged. You killed her in cold blood. Emmanuel!
Step down.
Emmanuel! Call your boys. Chicago police belong to you. Now you vigilante, you've been sending the Chicago police out to kill, to do nothing but kill. Get served and protect off of them cars. Yeah. And right, we kill. Yeah.
Because it not only changed the face of a nation, but shaped our relationship with America and our cultural development.
They feared a black nation rising in retribution. And I like to always back it up to the 1920s when we had Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma in 1928. At a time we had our own banks, our own schools, our own businesses, and we began to really thrive as a people. And you had poor whites who seen us thriving and they got jealous. The government, police departments, and the county got together and destroyed Oklahoma. They destroyed black businesses. They ran people out of their homes, burned down businesses, burned down homes, killed black folk, and ran us out. And since then, we've never had communities like that.
This documentary will provide you with a visual comparison of African American communities before and after racial integration.
Your donation to this campaign will help us reveal what is not written in our history books. We will also show you the science of racial integration and its policy implications. We need your help, and we invite you to become a part of the process as a financial partner in this film.
So please spread the word and share this link with your family and friends. And remember,
Know your history, know yourself.